Hello everyone, welcome back to Commander Wolf Gaming. I'm CWG and welcome to another episode of Trailmakers. That's right, we are doing another episode of Trailmakers. Now today, if you did not read the title, we are bringing Star Wars to the Trailmakers universe. And the way we're going to do that is actually we're going to make one of the oldest vehicles that you would see out of the Star Wars universe into the Trailmakers universe by building it. And this old vehicle is actually the Y-Wing fighter. It's classified as a fighter, but it's more of a bomber, first of all. And why is the oldest one? Well, it was actually around during the Clone Wars, as we can see from the movie series and obviously other comic books and everything else that backs it up. And it moved into the New Republic and even further, and it's still being used to this date. It's kind of like the Warthog that's used currently in the Air Force. It's so good, there is not an adequate replacement for it as of yet. So I kind of wanted to get that built up, and I wanted to see what we can do with it. Obviously, I'm going to try to base it on the original movie design, which has less paneling and everything, and maybe at one point or another we'll make it so it has more of the paneling from like the old Clone War days. So without further ado, let's get building, and hopefully it won't take that long. Alright, so we are back. Obviously, we got something that looks like a Y-Wing. It doesn't really function like a Y-Wing yet. We're still working on it. Doing a little bit of tweaking here and there. But as you can see, if you guys didn't know, actually, the Y-Wing bombers were originally designed as a two-person cockpit. So that's why I have two armored cockpits there. It did have front forward cannons. There was some additional cannons on top. I just didn't want to add that extra weight. And it's very semi-functional to the point that I can get it off the ground, right? But I'm still kind of in the process of adjusting, adjusting the actual pieces here a little bit, because these are lending it to be a little bit either front or back heavy. So okay, I think that'll do. Now we do have there is a bunch of gimbal jets in here, right? And the gimbal jets are just in there just to get it off the ground, because all the vehicles in the Well, that's not gonna help. All the vehicles in the Star Wars universe were VTOLs. VTOLs are vertical takeoff and landing vehicles. So in that respect, I was trying to keep that. Actually, you know what? While we're at it, let's just change the color on this, because this is actually not the right color scheme at all for this either. So generally speaking, it was just a plain color. It was basically all pretty much a kind of like a gray, right? Then on top of that, it did have some, like, depending on which wing you're talking about, it did have some specific coloring like gold or red or blue. So maybe we'll just decorate some of these panels to with our colors. But as I was saying before, that it's actually very hard. You got to kind of tweak it every so slightly to adjust the gimbal jets to get the right effect you want around your vehicle. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna do tint. We're gonna actually do this in a actually that's a little too blue. How about that? I would just go already all the way down to dark blue, and the canopies were always a different color too, right? So we'll do this in the, let's do a, there we go. We'll do in that color. That looks better. So I know it's not like a super good looking Y-wing. Obviously, there are better design. Wow, better design ones, but this is kind of like a cool little thing here. So now it does have the VTOL effect. So if I hit Shift key, we do take off. I do retract landing gear. We do have landing gear on this baby. Oh God. And we can go forward. My issue is that when we go forward, we don't exactly have a good enough pitch control. So maybe I have to make an adjustment to the pitch control, right? Or else we're going to have a very hard time trying to control this baby. So, and obviously we can have a bomber. And then we have the regular fighter controls. All right, let's get back to the landing ship. I want to actually make some adjustments. Hopefully I can get something to help me keep the vehicle pitched down. I don't want to add weight, but maybe something just like a fin or a rudder, integrating it somewhere in this vehicle to make it do what I want it to do. So let's see what I can do. All right. I've been at this for quite a while, and I think I got it going. Enough that I'm satisfied with it. It's not going to be the best thing. Yeah, I can still make some adjustments to it, so maybe I'll be making some more adjustments before the end of the video in regards to this. But this is my interpretation of the Y-Wing Fighter. There's a couple of different renditions of it. This is actually pretty much a stripped down version of what it was originally designed to be. And basically, it has some of that angular design of one of the shapes, one of the ships that was currently working in the fleet, like between the Clone Wars and the new modern, the original series, and obviously somewhere between the original series and the Clone Wars. So just kind of like mishmashed in between. It has obviously more smoother curves, like in the Clone Wars, but it's more boxed out like the regular modern series. So how this works is basically I hit the shift key and I go into hover mode. Well, pretty much hover mode. It'll produce enough lift for me to get off the ground. I have the S key actually having two thrusters push up the nose so I can keep it up. Obviously we're turning around in a circle because I'm not really flying at this moment. And then I have Q. Q retracts the landing gear and actually forces some more gimbal thrusters up. And at that point, I can actually hit the regular forward thrust. Now, this is not supposed to be the very fast X-Wing fighter style or anything like that. This is technically not supposed to meant to fly in atmospheric flight either. But in Star Wars universe, they actually came up with this design some way or another without wings or whatnot like that. Obviously, if I need to get my butt further up off the ground, I can hit the Q again. It's not the most maneuverable thing, but it'll work. I do have the bomber feature of it, so if I can swing myself over here without careening out of control, right? And hopefully we can time this good. And then we can go like this and hit the... Oh, we hit it. Or at least we hit something. I don't know how much we hit, but we hit something. Okay. Turning is not the best thing on this, but it does need improvement on the turning. I do admit to that. And obviously I need to get into a better... Oh, God. Better mode for this. These are supposed to be like atmosphere. These are supposed to be like low orbital bombardment, or it's like surface vehicles. So, well, air to ground vehicles. So, all right. So here we go. Here we go. We're gonna go in. Hit the bomb. Oh, that was definitely. Ah! I can't see. This is actually not a very good view for this thing because I can't see. Whoops! I just blew myself up, didn't I? Yeah, I did apparently. Really now. Alright, so let's just respawn this out. I just want to kind of... I don't think I have anything that I could blow up, but I seriously do want to blow something up. Let's see here. First of all, I want to hit... I need to hit C. There we go. I don't want a sticky orbit. I want a helicopter. We'll do vehicle chase. Vehicle chase would be the best for this. So let's hit Shift Q. Come on, come on! Oh, I got it! I finally hit something in a most unspectacular manner, but I hit something. Oh boy! All right, I'm gonna wrap it up now. Oh, this thing, it drives me absolutely nuts. Even though I love it. Honestly, I wish we had a more of a 3D environment that we can work in and not have to worry so much about, you know, aerodynamics and such, because this is just, whoo, working in something that has gravity, you know, just trying to keep it as small as possible and trying to use gimbal jets at the same time. Oh God, so it's really hard. I know there's probably ways of working about it, and I'm still kind of like learning them, but so far so good. I actually enjoy this fighter. It does what it does. It flies accordingly, not efficiently, but accordingly. And in fact, I don't even know if it's gonna make it through this hoop, but I'm gonna try to do it. Nope, we're not gonna make it. Okay, that's fine. So, but it's a bomber, it's a fighter, it can do pretty much those two options. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in today here on Command Wolf Gaming. Hope you enjoyed the footage. Did you guys know about 85% of you, or 85 to about 95% of you guys are still not subscribed to the channel? That is right, it's really, really weird. Just make sure to smack that big red subscribe button down below so you get all the latest updates on everything that I'm doing. And as always, folks, like, subscribe, and share. Spread the love, and I hope to see you next time here on Command Wolf Gaming. I have no idea what I'm doing anymore with this thing. I'm just flying it around. Alright, guys. Bye-bye now.